Hi, Kim West, the Sleep Lady, and today I'm going to answer Marty's question. I'm not sure if Marty is a man or a woman, but Marty wrote in and said, do you have any solutions for 18-month-old twins? They sleep in the same room on twin mattresses. Both prefer to be breastfed back to sleep when awake during the night. One is a light sleeper and easily wakes when the other cries. What do you suggest? Well, Marty, it's tough when you have 18-month-olds not in a crib because the cognitive ability to understand stay in your bed all night long is not developed until on average 2.5 years old. So you have like another year before we think they could really understand that when I wake up in the night, I should go back to sleep in my cozy bed. And so at this age, they tend to just wake up and pop up and come out of their room, okay, or cry out. And so you have a little bit of a challenge there. So I would want to know, is there any chance that you would be open to getting the crib back out or the cribs back out, having them in the same room and reassuring them in their cribs? You can sort of sit in the middle of the room or in between the two cribs. I've done this a lot with multiples, or if both parents are available, you can each sit next to a crib for the first 3 nights and then move out. Do know that if you are adamantly against the crib, that this will take much longer, and I can't guarantee that it will be 100%. Okay, because of their age and their ability to understand or not understand what you're asking them to do. Lots of times you will end up having to gate the door, and you really want to safety-proof that room. Okay, because if those 18-month-old twins are sleeping on mattresses on the ground, I don't want them to wake up in the night and be able to climb furniture and knock things over, and because I've definitely seen children do that. Okay, and make sure you safety-proof the room. You'll probably have to gate the door. And then again, just like all children, you're going to have them learn how to put themselves to sleep without nursing to sleep. Okay, because if they don't know how to put themselves to sleep at bedtime without nursing, then they're not going to know how to do it in the middle of the night. Whether it's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it doesn't really matter. Okay? So again, you don't have to stop nursing. You can continue to breastfeed. I would just have the light on, breastfeeding, and maybe even have a little book afterwards. And then if you're, again, going to keep them on the mattresses, then they lie on the mattress and you have to sit up and reassure them, you know, like either they're in the same bed or on either side of you until they're asleep. Okay, be careful, don't get into holding them to sleep. Sometimes you have to sit up in a chair so that they don't try to, you know, ask you to hold them to sleep. It's a little challenging, I will tell you, at this age. It's not impossible, but it's challenging, and you're talking about several weeks of incredible consistency on your part. Okay, lots of times I have families say, well, we're going to start and we're going to try with the mattress, and then 2 to 3 weeks into it, usually 2, they say, you know what, I can tell that my child does not understand, and this is not fair, and I'm asking them to do something that they don't get, and they get the crib out. And by the way, it is not a regression to get the crib out. You are basically listening to your child and seeing what is cognitively and developmentally appropriate for them. And I've had many children, you know, go peacefully to sleep in their crib after, you know, a week, you know, 7 to 10 days of sleep coaching. Okay, I hope that helps, Marty. Good luck.